it's Micah. You probably had to know this was coming. One of the very few artists that I actually wait around for an album and will listen to as soon as it comes out is Beyonce. And I'm not alone in this. I decided to hold off on listening to Cowboy Carter until I could react to the album live. So this is my very first listen to Cowboy Carter. It's about a day later than I expected to. I'm listening to this on Saturday as the album was released Friday. For some reason, although 329 had been in my head for some weeks, for some reason when 329 came, it didn't register that the music was available. So then I said, well, wait a minute. Let me just wait till I have a chance to record my reaction and make it as genuine and spontaneous as possible. So here we are. I'm going to be reacting to Act 2 of the album arc from Beyonce. This is Cowboy Carter. I will say that I was a little disappointed when I heard what the title was, but we're going to see if once I listen to the album, if the title jibes a little better for me. We're going to start off with track 1 of a daunting 27 track list. This is called American Requiem.
Nothing really is, but things to stay the same, they have to change again. Hello, my old friend. You change your name, but not the ways you play pretend. American talking going on while I sing my song. Can you hear me? I said, do you hear me? Look at that now. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that.
That was moving and so on point. Very conversational, just not any prettied up lyrics or imagery. She's just talking directly to us. This is a direct mission statement about what this album is about. She hit the nail right on the head. Y'all used to say, I was too country, and now I'm not country enough. Which is it? And, you know, she's blending her own personal gripes about how she's been treated with how we should all be acting collectively about facing the future, doing new things, and embracing change. And it's a little bit, kind of, I want to say slapdash, but I don't mean it in a bad way. Um, but she's hitting all her marks, and she's not bothering to try to like weave it into some elaborate tapestry. She's just taking her shots exactly, and saying each thing individually the way she means it. So it's a direct and very bracing thing to do. I was speaking to someone who is a country fan, who was listening to this album because they were I guess because they were curious, and they are a country fan, and they said that the opening of the album was not country. Now, I certainly get why, and Beyonce has herself said this is not a country album, it's a Beyonce album. But I feel like she's, to some degree, hedging her bets, and also saying, I reserve the right to make what kind of music I want. But ultimately, to me, I feel the country in this track. It's not the way people usually approach country music, but some of the instrumentation is there. A lot of definitely the feeling is there. Definitely the message is there, and there's obviously a self-conscious attempt to give voice to a more country persona. It's not something that comes hard to Beyonce, like she said, and even to this day, people will talk about how Beyonce is not smart because she speaks a certain way, or she speaks with a certain level of certain lack of sophistication or whatever, and that's all code for she's too country, she can't possibly be smart. I myself, being from the South, know all about the prejudice that comes with just having an accent. People automatically assume that you're a little deficient if you don't speak to them in a certain tone of voice and with a certain elocution. And Beyonce has suffered from that her entire life. So people even speculate that's why she doesn't give a lot of interviews, because people tend to judge her on that, and she hasn't bothered to drop that countryness. And ironically, this is the very thing that she's pushing to the front now and saying, and it's a bit of a play on words, country as in not sophisticated, and then country as in the musical genre, but it's all tied together, and that's what she's saying here. I think this is a brilliant way to open the album. Very dramatic, very presentational, very confrontational. And I like, in Renaissance, she shied away from any direct, even when she had the song America's Got a Problem, that ended up being a bluff of a song title. This song was really about, or the lyrical content was about something else, but here she's really going for it. The last comment, I think I see now how this should have been the first album. I guess there was clearance issues and things she wasn't happy with, but to me, she's riding in on the horse on this album, and then on Renaissance it morphs and crystallizes into the more high-tech, elaborate, crystallized version of the horse on the Renaissance album. So I wonder what's going to happen. I assume that the horse is going to be in some other manifestation, or made of some sort of a different material in Act 3 for the alleged rock and roll album. So I'm interested, but to me, I can see how this could have the original concept was to make this one come first.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. Learn to fly, learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
Simple, a modern take. I mean, we've all heard that. I don't know that I've ever heard the entire song, and I'm not sure how much extra there is in here that isn't from the original, but this is just a beautiful, simple lullaby like take, and it evokes a campfire, an intimate campfire setting, just a simple vocal, which is a wonderful thing to hear from Beyonce, who is known for vocal histrionics. And this shows that she knows how to just flat footed, just sing a song with a lot of restraint. Just such a pretty song.
16 carriages driving away while I watch them ride with my dreams away to the summer sunset on a holy night on a long black road. All the tears I fight. 16 carriages driving away while I watch them ride with my dreams away to the summer sunset on a holy night on a long black road. All the tears I fight. At 15, the innocence was gone astray. Had to leave my home at an early age. I saw mama praying, I saw daddy grind. All my tender problems had to leave behind. It's been umpteen summers and I'm not in my bed. On the back of the bus in a bunk with the band. Going so hard, gotta choose myself. Underpaid and overwhelmed. I might cook clean but still won't fall. Still working on my life, you know. Only God knows, only God knows, only God knows. If it's the last thing I do, you'll remember me. Cause we got something to prove in your memory. On a highway to truth. Still see your faces when you close your eyes. 16 carriages driving away while I watch them ride with my dreams away.
So this isn't my first time hearing that song. I listened to it when it first was released several weeks ago, and it's an emotional song. It obviously means a lot to Beyonce, and the production is just out of this world on the song. The way that they tastefully yet epically like elevate the message of the song through the production flourishes here, while still kind of keeping it in the Americana kind of instrumentation, is just really well done. And the lyrics are super personal and speak to the things that have always been of value to Beyonce. I was reminded of "I Was Here" as a lyrical predecessor to this, in terms of her sense of purpose about what she wants to do with her life. And it's palpable here what she's really going for. This so far seems to be on track to be her most personal album yet. Renaissance was certainly a personal album in its own way, but it was more so a statement, an extroverted statement about this is who I am, and broadcasting it out to the world. This is more quiet and introspective, and it's a great approach to the album to start with the more introspective stuff, because I know she can't hold in her energy forever. I know there's going to be a blast of up tempo Beyonce frenzy like we're used to coming for us later in the album, but right now just the fact that she's in this introspective place is wonderful.
Mom, can I hear the lullaby, please?
And there I was, tangled up in marigold. We were listening to the reverend children singing. Humming low as the garden river flows, while the August light becomes a golden evening. Yeah. And I'll lead you down that road if you lose your way. Gonna be a protector. Even though I know someday you're gonna shine on your own, I will be your projector. I first saw your face in your father's gaze. There's a long line of hands carrying your name, lifting you up so you will be raised. Even though I know someday you're gonna shine on your own, I will be your projector.
Another quiet, elegant, introspective song intended as a lullaby, apparently addressed to her child or her children in general. It's not like one of those songs that slaps you across the face with its message. So I mean, it's not hitting me quite as deep as the other tracks so far, but it's a really pretty song nonetheless. Now we're gonna go to I Rose. By the way, very different from Renaissance. I mean, obviously it's a different genre, but it's also such a different vibe, such a different energy level. And after the hyperkinetic energy of Renaissance, it's soothing to have this energy from Beyonce.
How many times have you let yourself get you down? Let yourself get you down, my dear. You're my love, my sweetie pie, my baby. You're my heart. Hey, oh.
Okay, so that was just more like an interlude, or maybe more of a coda to the last song, which again appears to be directed towards her kids.
Welcome to the Smoke Hour on KNTRY Radio, Texas. You know my name, no need to know yours. Now for this next tune, I want y'all to sit back, inhale, and go to that good place your mind likes to wander off to. And if you don't want to go find yourself a jukebox.
Okay, so this is an interlude also. Oh, I was amped up for a full-on duet.
This ain't Texas, ain't no hold'em, and I'll be damned if I cannot dance with you. Baby, pour that sugar and liquor on me too. Spurs, boots, sologenic, photogenic, shoot.
I've already reacted to this. I'm going to link to the video where I reacted to that song in particular. Just a brilliant pop record and a brilliant country record as well. It's definitely got sort of that lively Beyonce vibe, and throughout this album there's no chance that Beyonce's going to abandon her lush vocal layering just because she's doing a country album. She's definitely taking all of her trademarks with her, which is why she said this is a Beyonce album, I'm sure, and trying to make clear that she wasn't necessarily trying to fit into some sort of arbitrary genre definitions, but that she was clearly staking her claim to be able to make the type of music she wants, even if it does get into that type of territory. But there's a whole reaction video just for that song, so I'll let you watch that.
1, 2, 3, 4. So sweet. I give you kisses in the backseat. I whisper secrets in the backbeat. You make me cry, you make me happy, happy. Leave my lipstick on the cigarette. Just toss it and you stomp it out, out, out. this happy hour. They couldn't have me, and they never will. And sometimes I hold you closer just to know you're real. Honey, honey, I could be your bodyguard. Oh, honey, honey, I could be your Kevlar. Oh, honey, honey, I could be your lifeguard.
That's a cool song. It reminds me of Blow from the Beyoncé album. Just the sort of kicked back casual vibe and the dedication to the sound that she's doing. This is almost like sleazy 70s rock music with a kind of a Americana undertone to it. It's a really cool song. It kind of takes you off guard, no pun intended, because everything so far has been kind of intentionally kind of not intense really, but very focused. And this one it's unself-consciously kind of laid back. I think maybe there was an ingrained kind of expectation for me that she was going to be trying really hard to convince people that she was country with this album, or that she could be. And obviously Beyonce has nothing to prove to anyone, so she can be as soulful as she wants. She can go off script and take on whatever genre she wants to. So when she said this is not a country album, she wasn't lying. She just wants to reserve the right to venture into that genre and anything adjacent whenever she feels like it. And this song is such a great NFG kind of moment for her. And the idea of the song that she wants to protect, you know, and I guess maybe the whole idea of doing this type of music takes her to that place of being a protector. 16 Carriages is about protecting her legacy and her family. She has a song called Protector, and now she has Bodyguard, so she's got this running motif of trying to take care of people on here. And here it's a romantic partner, and it's a little more, for lack of a better word, sleazy. Like even the instrumentation and everything, just it really takes me to this place, and I can't even quite describe it. And that's what good music does.
Hey, Miss Honeybee, it's Dolly P. You know that hussy with the good hair you sing about? Reminded me of someone I knew back when, except she has flaming locks of auburn hair, bless her heart. Just a hair of a different color, but it hurts just the same.
More than beauty and seductive stares to come between a family and a happy man. Jolene, I know I'm into the games you play and nothing new, so you don't want no heat with me, Jolene. Jolene, I know I'm a queen, Jolene. I'm still a Creole banjo bitch from Louisiana. 1,000 girls in every room that act as desperate as you do. You a bird, go on and sing your tune, Jolene. you, cause I hate to have to act a fool. Your peace depends on how you move, Jolene. I'ma stand by him, he gon' stand by me, Jolene.
The audacity to change the lyrics to the song, the wonderment in making it work. Astounding. That is a brilliant update of that song. That is one of the best remakes of any song I've ever heard in my entire life. Sorry for the hyperbole there, but that was mind-blowing. It really shifted the narrative a bit. It wasn't in any way disrespectful to the original song, but it really dug in its heels and made some points that 50 years later might need to be more emphasized. And whereas Dolly's song was kind of was not intended as a super serious song, Beyonce really takes it there and makes it serious without really losing also the playful banter and the underlying sentiment of the original song. Just a really, really, really great reinterpretation of that song. So that's the best thing so far on the record. That song has a lot to unpack, but super dramatic and bringing in like operatic elements, I guess, and bringing in sort of more like the western part of country and western with it calls to mind the violence-filled sort of old west type of songs like Marty Robbins would have sung. And it helps reintroduce you to the true multiculturalism of country music. There's a huge Spanish influence in country music via the western, the country and western, and I mean it's not enough that she dabbles in Americana and country. She's bringing some opera in there just for good measure. She's basically saying, don't pigeonhole me. That is the overall message of this album. Even when she's talking about something different, like a revenge scenario here, that there's a blurring of whether this is really happening or whether this is just a fantasy she's having. But it's unsettling, and but musically she's stepping back and basically saying, also don't mess with me because I'll throw some opera in on you. Just for good measure. You say I can't do country, let me do some country and some western and stack some opera on there as well and see how you like that.
Genres are a funny little concept, aren't they? Yes, they are.
That Beyoncé Virgo shit.
In theory, they have a simple definition that's easy to understand. But in practice, well, some may feel confined.
I swear for God it's about this man. Right.
I ain't in no gang, but I got shooters and I bang, bang. At the snap of my fingers, I'm Thanos. And I'm still on your head, cornrows. They call me the captain, the catwalk assassin. When they know what's snapping, then here come the yapping. All of this snitching and all of this bitching. Just a fishing expedition, dumb ambition in the kitchen. Cooking up some chicken's extra leg, but I ain't even trying to kick it. Country, petty. All the same to me, plain Jane spaghetti. No sauce. Too soft. They salty, they shooting like curry. One hand on my holster, then pass it to Hovo.
Someone here brought fire. Ain't no telling who. Play it cool. Know the law been watching me. Every time I move, bounty on my head, can't go race, stay on my shoes. No matter what the charges is, we ain't gon' tell the truth.
Spaghetti. Limp, no sauce. What a great metaphor. That I was not expecting. I wasn't expecting the opera either, but for her to like spit those intense rhymes, yeah, I just love the boldness. I just love that she's not trying to coddle to or fit in anybody's box or coddle to anybody's expectations. And like this is another direct frontal attack on the ostracism that she felt, that she faced when she did. You know, I can just feel the upset and the anger, and I completely empathize and don't in any way blame her one bit for that. So this is the direct result of the exclusionary tactics that some people wanted to subject her to, and yep, she's not going to be contained. And this is a mission statement driven album. Like she's actually in the genre. She's actually doing things that are creatively expressive inside the genre, but she's also frequently stepping outside and commenting on what she's doing as well. So there are layers to this. Nobody in country music is doing this, which is part of why she said, you know what, I don't want to be your country music if you're not going to, you know, participate in a robust artistic conversation. And this is how you have a robust artistic conversation. So if this is what y'all call country, she's saying, and you know, or what, I'm putting words in her mouth, but then I don't want any part of it. I think that's more so what she means when she said this album isn't country. And she's running circles around all of that criticism with this album, and I'm here for it.
Stop the river from running, I'll build a dam or two. You say change religion, now I spend Sundays with you. Something about those tears of yours, how does it feel to be adored?
I feel like the album is really hitting its stride here. That might be the best written song of the album so far. Not sure. First listen, just getting acquainted with everything. But the musicality and the melody of that song was just really, really a vibe. It was really infectious. And it's not lost on me that she's not talking about crocodile tears, which is the usual expression. So what does she mean by alligator tears? Is she just using, like, you know, flipping it because, you know, we tend to think of alligators and crocodiles as being very similar? Is it the fact that she can't tell if they're crocodile tears, so she's calling them alligator tears? I don't know, but it's a slightly mysterious turn of phrase that she's using there. But the chorus on that is killer. And it's definitely another way. This is not a straightforward country song, but definitely using those elements to inform her presentation of the song. Those harmonies on this are just really, really great.
You tuned into KNTRY Radio Texas, home of the real deal. If there's one thing you can take away from our set today, let it be this. Sometimes you don't know what you like until someone you trust turns you on to some real good shit. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I'm here. Up next on the Smoke Hour is Just for Fun by Beyoncé.
I'm going all out just for fun. I am the man, I know it. And everywhere I go, they know my name. So I laugh and I lie and the coyotes cry and time moves quickly and so do I, so do I. So I'll say my goodbye. 'Cause time heals everything. I don't need anything. Hallelujah. Born in the darkness, who brings the light? And I need to get through this. Born in the darkness, who brings the light? And I need to get through this. Oh, just get used to it. 'Cause time heals everything. I don't need anything. Hallelujah.
So let me know in the comments if you can tell me more about Willie Jones. I'm not familiar with him. That had a heavy gospel influence and was a quiet, contemplative song. I'll need to go through the lyrics again because I was not following exactly what was being said or like what the narrative meant in that song. I don't know if it's intentionally cryptic or if I just kind of missed the boat and am in a party of one missing the boat. But like the vibe of the song is really deep. But in terms of the lyrics, I'm gonna have to listen again.
No jumping the gun, but we're both still young. One day we won't be. Didn't know what I want till I saw your face. Say goodbye to the old me. Came out of nowhere, didn't give no warning. Pedal so heavy like the two most wanted. And I don't know what you're doing tonight, but I'll be your shotgun rider till the day I die. Smoke out the window, flying down the 405. I'll be your backseat baby, driving you crazy anytime you like. Oh, I'll be your shotgun rider till the day I die. I know we're jumping the gun and we're both still young, but one day we won't be. I'll go ahead and you take me. Seems kinda crazy. Ooh, I'll be your shotgun rider till the day I die. We're getting high till we don't realize time is passing by. Till the day I die.
I was not blown away by that. It was nice. I love the way their voices sound together. The lyric of the song is about being devoted. Not entirely sure if they're singing to each other or they're both taking on a singular identity that they're singing to someone else. It's a little amorphous and indistinct. I didn't totally connect with that one on first listen, but it was a pretty song and yet again another sort of Americana pop kind of vibe happening there. At this point in the record, I'm waiting for something to kind of mix things up a little bit. I thought the album was really about to take off there for a minute, and now it's kind of settled into a nice groove. And if that's what the album's trying to do, then that's fine. But I'm used to a little more, a little more razzle and dazzle. And early on, I was saying, okay, I can't wait for Beyonce to really come and bring her Beyonce style to this and really just sort of blow us away. But she's staying in the pocket very much, and that can be its own pleasure. Levi's Jeans, which is duet with Post Malone. A lot of people didn't see this one coming. I think this is a pretty good matchup. Post Malone has definitely shown some country undertones in his work that I think can translate well into a duet on this album with Beyonce.
Pretty little thing, and I love to turn them on. Boy, I let you be my Levi jeans, so you can hug that ass all day long. Come here, you sexy little thing. Snap a picture, bring it on. Know you wish you were my Levi jeans. When it's popping out your love you down to the bone. Baby, you play too much. Wanna be super shot. I'm looking super hot. I got the perfect pose. I'm a fucking animal. I'm a fucking centerfold. Said look, I love to go. Too tough, no.
Baby, you know I'm on my bullshit. I'll let you ride it. Rodeo in your room, that shoe breaks loose with perfect timing. Love when you tease me in them jeans, girl, you don't need designer. And when that thing on hydroplane, baby girl, you the pilot. And I ramble on, I could go on, but I'm going on side. So hop out the phone and bring this shit on, cause I'm going no style. And every time you know just what to do. No one ever got me going quite like you.
Baby, let me rattle that snake with my venom. Denim on denim on denim on denim. Give you high fashion in a simple white tee. Give you these blues, it's in my jeans. On my sister on Celestine. Got light shining through the in-between. I got saddle his leather seats. Oh, you pretty little thing. Girl, I wanna take you home.
You know I'd like to be a Levi's jeans, so I can hug that ass all day long.
Baby, hold me, hold me,
Come here, you sexy little thing. Snap a picture, bring it on. Girl, I wish I was your Levi's jeans. The way you popping on my phone, I love you down to the bone. Oh, I love you, baby. Yeah, you drive me crazy. Need you all night long. You're my renaissance, baby. Loving you, that's all I see in this crazy world. You're the best of things.
I enjoyed that duet a lot more, as a matter of fact. But it does bring up an interesting question. Post Malone was fine, but why didn't she get Nelly on this record with her? Like, he's the original genre mashup dude doing country grammar and the duets with the country artists and so on and so forth. Maybe it was too on the nose and she didn't want to, bring him in per se, but Post Malone was great on this record. I just, was thinking, well, where's Nelly? Nelly needs to be a part of this. But that was it was a super catchy song. It really does a good job of straddling, no pun intended, the country side and the sort of R&B hip hop side. You kind of don't know what this is. It's one of those things like the infamous dress that you didn't know what color it was because our eyes were perceiving different lighting onto the dress. It's like if you looked at this from one angle, it's a pretty straightforward country song, but you look at it slightly differently, and it comes across as this weird kind of pop, hip hop type of thing. You don't usually have country songs that get this erotic, and so that makes it a little confusing as well. But that's what this album is doing best. It's blurring all those lines and taking an obvious delight in doing so. But just as a straight up listen, this is one of the best of the record.
My mind has been telling me to settle right on down. Right now. The ones have been telling me that they won't be around. They won't be around. I hope that you know that once I loved you. I wish that I know you let me wonder. I hope that God knows that I'm in need of help right now. Right about now. Realize what you don't know what you got until years ago. Right about now.
The vocalizations on this are just wow. I mean, it's certainly Beyonce's wheelhouse to do all the vocal acrobatics there, and it's good to hear her unleash that every now and again, and the way she's integrating it into the structure of this album. I like that there's varying lengths of things. There's songs that are a minute. There's songs that are 2 minutes. She's punching in and punching out, and really just, I think, delighting in the idea that she can do whatever the heck she wants to, which is, I think, really what this album is about.
Okay, thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this particular tune stretches across a range of genres, and that's what makes it a unique listening experience.
Hello, girls. Hello, Beyonce. Hello, fellas. You're pretty swell. Those petty ones can't fuck with me. Why? 'Cause I'm a clever girl. We snapping. Pretty please. Tom's place. We want to welcome you to the Beyoncé Cowboy Carter Act 2 and a rodeo children circuit. We're gonna make it do what it do, yeah, yeah. Put them hands together. We clapping. We drumming. Ladies, yeah, fuck it, we shaking, we swimming, we jerking, we twerking. You wanna touch it, don't you? Come get this pretty in my body. Come rub it, don't you? Pop it, I'm walking like I talk it. I got you.
feel pain, yeah. I'm long gone, you call my name, yeah. World of wind got you insane, yeah. It's giving me the fame. I'm picking up good vibration. He's giving me sweet sensation. B-E-Y-I-N-C-E-I. We gon' bust it down. From Texas to Gary, all the way down to New York City. Give me a kiss, Big Daddy, you so pretty, so pretty. Got these slugs in my mouth when I die, don't take 'em out. Got these slugs in my mouth when I die, don't take 'em out. If you ain't got no grits, get the fuck up out the south. If you ain't got no grits, get the fuck up out the south. Life is coming everything, keep my Bible on the dash. Pistol in my seat, just in case I got a blast. I just wanna shake my ass. Have a blast. Ooh. I just wanna shake my ass. Have a blast. Ooh. Vibrating. And lover boy, it's so fine. Ooh. You got me losing my mind. But you gotta keep the faith.
Every now and again, you just need to have a kitchen sink kind of song where you throw everything in there. You talk about dancing, you talk about history, you talk about voting, you talk about all of it, and you just throw it in one big bucket and you just stir. And this is one of those songs, and it's yeah. And again, this is what the album's about. She is so on topic with this album. It would have been so super amazing if she could have gotten Andre 3000 to do a rap bridge for this song, because this is a little reminiscent of Hey Ya, and of course this is Ya Ya. It would have been a great tie-in. And this also kind of reminds me of her sister's, was it her sister's first or second album, the one where she was doing the self-conscious sort of 60s 70s throwback, and Soul Angel and the Hadley Street, whatever that album was. It reminds me of that as well. And it's so interesting that her musical reference points are so varied here, that she somehow gets 60s dance music all in the mix, because that's really what I'm getting here more so than anything. But what you can't do really with American music is you can't separate it easily out into these distinct little buckets or silos. And again, that's what she's doing here. That's what she's trying to do here. Last note, Tina Turner is one of Beyonce's biggest influences, and this is where I really feel like she channels her inner Tina to get to that Nutbush City Limits kind of down home feel. And just the fact that Tina's one of her influences should have precluded anybody from even doubting for a second that she could do this type of album. And I heard the reference to Gary. I'm pretty sure that was a nod towards another of her musical idols, Michael Jackson. So apparently, that's a sample from a Chuck Berry song that was sped up to sound like a little boy. It's, I guess, bringing chopped and screwed and country together. Wow, this album is kind of a trip. I'm glad I don't use controlled substances, because I would probably be freaking out right now.
Soft to the touch,
let you hold something, let you get a handful, baby. She's a whole lot of woman. Sugar high, you gon' want some more.
Yet another 1 minute, what the hell, kind of little musical snippet. Another very sexually charged, kind of atmospheric piece. That one, I'm gonna say I can't do the connect the dots on that one, except for her saying do-si-do. I can't do the connection to the country on that one. But she did say it's a Beyoncé album.
Dance, 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 dance. Bounce on that shit, 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 no hands. Bounce on that shit, dance, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance, dance. Bounce on that shit, no hands. Running through the river, running through the river with you, dance. We fight, but we must make amends. Arrest me and read me my rights. I plan to steal your heart again on Saturday and Sunday night. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, no hands. Wrap me around your little finger, wrap me around your wedding ring. Your words dictate the shape my body makes, and that's the scary thing. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, no hands. Staring at the barrel of his gun. Yes, it shut me down. I died, but then I came straight back to life, but never to my senses. Bounce on that shit, dance, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance, dance. Bounce on that shit, no hands.
Yeah, this album has completely deconstructed into just like I don't even know how to react to any of this that's going on at this point. That reminded me of Church Girls, the way that she boldly just smashed musical genres together. The refrain in the song, the bounce on that whole part, that is pure, like, you know, club hip hop, strip club basically inspired club music, and putting that up against this other piece, which is sort of country, but definitely with that beautiful guitar loop backdrop, very striking and intentional dissonance, but it also kind of works at the same time. But I can just see Beyonce just devilishly rubbing her hands together in the studio saying, well, what if we put this on top of this? And there's the juxtaposition of both the music and of the lyrics, like using this as the narrative of this song, which has some real pathos to it about being emotionally tied to somebody, with the metaphor of being shot, you know, staring down the barrel of your gun and being shot, and then juxtaposing that story with the little urging part of the refrain, which seems disconnected, but is it really? Who knows? This mashup is so crazy. Like, this whole album is just one big crazy fever dream mashup that, yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to without a camera on me. And unfortunately, you're catching me listening to it for the first time now, so I'm having to try to make sense of this in real time.
Bottle in my hand, the whiskey up high. 2 hands to heaven, wild horses run wild. Oh, God only knows why though. Purple colored pink, sugar cane, hitting them 16 switches. Candy apple green candy paint, swirling 24 inch spinners. Swirl. Don't judge me, baby. You would never judge me, baby. Two hands to heaven, I pray, please forgive my soul. Lovely daggers pierced my heart many moons ago. Toxic roses chased by wolves and carnivores. Lost virgins with broken wings that will regrow. I'm a stallion running, no candle in the wind. You won't ever see me coming or going, but you know whenever I'm here. Dancing in the moonlight, catching every breeze. My feet on the dashboard, and I go really fast, boy. Ever since I went to my farm, ain't no trouble on my mind. Singing sweet songs to Las Vegas, singing I will carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. Baby, I've been waiting my whole life for you and I. This the real you, this the real me. I can't do nothing but envy. Bliss, please. Your love run through me like lava. Pull my fit over these hips. You grip, I grind, then taste this wine. I'ma taste what's mine. I'ma take what's mine. Wonder whatever, wherever's fine. Like water. Wherever you wanna go, that's fine with me. I'll never stop you. You'll never stop me from being whatever we need to be. And in these dark times, I'm so glad that this love is blinding. 'Cause all I see is the best of you, and all you see is the best of me. And you bring out the best of me, and all I see is everything. Your goals, your glow, your inner being, and our bigger meaning. So let's lose us in these sheets, yeah. I wanna get up to walk, I wanna feel weak, yeah. But I ain't going far, so stay where you are. Feel like you partied in Venus, and we woke up in Mars. I've been waiting my whole life. I'm gonna give you the best years of your life. You and I, baby. I've been waiting my whole life for you and I.
Pretty sure that's the longest track on the album so far. This song reminds me of Virgo's Groove from Renaissance, and also Rocket from the Beyoncé album from 10 years ago, in that it's kind of a impressionistic, free associating, very linear, kind of not super organized song structure. And it just kind of goes from one topic to the next topic. And just when I thought she had gotten away from the erotic part of her album, she slides back in, no pun intended, to that kind of imagery towards the end of the song here. You have to be in the right mood to appreciate this kind of song. You have to be willing to go with the flow, because this is almost like stream of consciousness. And a lot of Beyonce's lyrics are very much like that. I've been reacting to a lot of Taylor Swift songs, and Taylor is much more tight and focused and organized with the way she presents her thoughts. And listening to this approach to lyrics is, especially if you've been listening to very formally written songs, can be, mind stretching in a way. So in addition to all of the genre bending stuff, this song has a lyrical component that's kind of, meandering in a way. But it's a certain type of song that Beyonce puts out on seemingly at least one time every album. And I think this is kind of an epic statement about probably her marriage and how she feels about being with the man in her life. So that was interesting. I would kind of like to just watch this without having a camera on me and having my eyes closed and just kind of get lost in the song, because I think that's the way to listen to this.
Cowboy Carter, time to strike a match and light up this juke joint.
One by one, you hang them high. Your hands are steady and you sleep at night. How did you turn your heart to stone? I don't want them back, but I can't let go. Hangman, answer me now. You owe me a debt, you stole him from me. I hated you once, I envy you now. Just tell me how, tell me how.
DA got that.
Oh, she got that water, Hangman got that water. Don't act like you don't know. Giddy up, hey. Don't pay me in gold. Giddy up, back outside, I'm on the road. Giddy up, hey. When the sun goes down, it's night up, hey. You can hear her body howl. In the moonlight, hey. I feel her eyeing me like, oh. Hey. Your man with a hangman coming down. She's a tyrant. Every time I ride it, make it look so good. Try to justify it. Boy, you know they're looking for me. How we gonna hide it? Riding like hydraulics. I am such a tyrant. Every time I ride it, stop. Oh, city after me. Never seen a 5'9" pick and find. What a tragedy. Hey, riding you while we tryna get away. Riding you while we tryna catch a wave. That's so sexy and I know it, and I ain't afraid to show it. Baby, I'm goated, baby, I'm glowing. Trying to send me across the divide. Hangman, teach me how not to cry. How not to cry. Answer me now, you owe me a debt. You stole him from me. I hated you once, I envy you now. Just tell me how, tell me how. Giddy up.
Now, to me, this is right, and that was the reason for that. This is right on the nose of what I personally think this album should sound like. Obviously, Beyonce had her own ideas, and she's a little more experienced making records than I am. But this type of mashup really makes perfect sense to me. Putting a hip hop beat, but adding a fiddle to it, and bending the genres in a more straightforward way. Just really, like, this song speaks to me as a real kind of back and forth between the genres, as opposed to just throwing everything in the sink together. But yeah, like, I love that beat was great, and the imagery of the song was great. The bookends of the song about the stealing the man, I don't know if that's supposed to be a way of referencing back to Jolene, and it's kind of unclear. The perspective shifts during the song, whether she's the one that feels wronged or she's taking the persona of the other person being wronged. And the meat of the song is the narrator being the tyrant and controlling the man the way she does, again, through sex. This album got really erotic toward the end. And you know, I'm still trying to put those pieces together, but again, it's these lyrics from Beyonce are very impressionistic, and you kind of have to either just go with the flow, or you kind of have to really dig into them and kind of try to make sense of them. This album will require another listen from me, but the beat, if nothing else, was great on that.
icy the boots, check. You get hit when I step. All the Chevy and painted it red. Money long, it can't fit in the bed.
Cadillac back on the road. We taking Route 44. Just say what you need from the stove. Put some grits on the stove. Jiffy cornbread, booty corn fed, body rolls at the rodeo. I'm coming home. Riding through just to put my eyes on you. You are the superstar. Everybody's driving no new cars. Turn a bad night to a good time on a trail ride to the Zydeco. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. We've come a long way from the rough rides, from the railroads to the rodeo, sweet country home. This for my. She gone. I'll be a cowboy and throw that sweet honey on her. So come with me to your life. Just to me all night. Put a flower inside. Stuck in me all night. Honey, hey, hey, honey, hey, taste like honey, hey, taste like honey, ay. Think of my bucket, wow, bucket, like a mechanical bull, bucket, wow, bucket, a good night, blow money is full. Look at that horse, look at that horse, look at that horse. Pretty as hell, all natural, dining on Mars. Bucket, whoa, bucket, a good night, whoa, yeah. Your patience is thin, your hormones is right at the rim. It was just going in, bucket, do it again. Take that Bugatti out for the spin, ain't no time to feel a wind on my skin. Bucket, whoa, bucket, like a mechanical bull. Mercy on me, baby, have mercy on me. Mercy. Hurting badly, I can see you hurting badly. Hurting, hey. Mercy on me, baby, have mercy on me. Mercy. I see you hurt and see you, please have mercy on me. Mercy. This house was built with blood and bone, and it crumbled. Yes, it crumbled. The statues they made were beautiful, but they were lies of stone. They were lies of stone. Trumpets blare with silent sound. I need to make you proud. Tell me, can you hear me now?
sure knows how to wind up an album, doesn't she? Bringing it back to the American Requiem lyrics and ending saying, "Them old ideas are buried here, amen." That can apply to all kinds of old ideas. I'm sure the ideas in this album that are being put on display and flaunted in front of us are these ideas about musical genres, about what we can do and where we can do it and how we can do it. And she's basically saying, I don't have a piece, well, I do have a piece of paper here, but I don't want to crumble it up. You know, so this is an album about breaking rules. That's quite literally what the album is about. They ticked her off. I think to me, this is kind of a linear progression here. They ticked her off when she did Daddy Lessons. She got mad about it and she said, "Oh yeah," and she rolled up her sleeve. Well, that was me rolling up my sleeves. And she made this album almost out of spite, but also just to prove the point that she could do whatever she wanted to, and she could do it well, and she could do it without any regard for what people were going to call it, or without regard for what it ended up sounding like to any individual person. This is just her riffing off of this idea of doing something country, Americana, cowboy-ish. Obviously the lyrical references throughout are heavy on, more so on the cowboy side. And now I can kind of get why Cowboy Carter is more than just a kind of a superficial album name, which is what I thought when I first heard it. This really is embracing the cowboy imagery as opposed to embracing country music as an absolute whole. Now, as for the track before that, Sweet Honey Buckin', now I understand that that's not a singular title. Those were the three movements of this little suite of songs, sort of like actually very much like Pure and Honey were the last track of Renaissance before the very last track on Renaissance. So it's like it seems like she's following this pattern of doing a ridiculous mashup of mood shift songs with mood shifts in them and sound shifts in them right before she goes into her coda of the album. And she's done that for both of these two albums, and that's really, really smart. And I at one point I was so bamboozled and felt so betrayed by what the song was doing and how it was coming about. If I had thought of them as three separate tracks, I would have been a little more okay with it, and I was okay. I was fine with it. It's just disorienting in the moment, but she really went all out on that track. And to me, if she had spent a whole album throwing that frenetic activity at us, that was what I was waiting for the whole album. But because this album does dabble in different moods, it comes across as in some ways more multidimensional than Renaissance. Renaissance was just an assault on the senses. This one starts off really sweet and sedate, and more so calm and centered, and then it gradually wakes up, and by the end it's this big frenetic multi-genre pastiche / mess, but a good mess. And it just sort of, it's almost like an exercise in entropy how this album unfolds. I'm really excited to listen to it again without having to stop and do commentary and not be worried about my mouth hanging open on camera, which are my usual concerns. And wow, maybe I'll post another video once I more fully digest some things and have some other thoughts. But this is my reaction, first time hearing it. Glad I waited, because there were some truly like disorienting moments in there that I'm glad I captured on camera. So wow, it's great that Beyonce is like a quarter century into her career and is still like doing exciting things with music. It's not a common thing to keep producing at that level for so long. So kudos to her for this project. And Okay, the clock is ticking. When is Act 3 coming out? I'm ready for it. Anyway, at any rate, if you stuck with me this long, then thank you for doing so. Please be sure and like the video if you haven't already. How could you not like it after hanging out with me for this long? Please also subscribe to the channel if you feel so inclined, and please continue to make music better.